You're watching Tamaqua's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 8, as the Berwick Bulldogs play host to the Comets of Crestwood. You are looking live at Crispin Field in Berwick, home of the Berwick Bulldogs. Referee Harry Caskey currently meeting with both teams' captains. Looks like the visiting Comets of Crestwood won the toss, and Coach Myers has deferred, so the Bulldogs will get the ball to start tonight's ball game. We thank you for joining us here on WYLN for continuing coverage of high school football. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by former star athlete at Berwick High School and former coach at Wilkes University. Have we missed anything, Coach?
Yeah, the first part's not true.
Joe DeMelfi joins us. We got Mike Sosar on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats. And before we grill Coach DeMelfi about tonight's game, we head down field level for tonight's national anthem. That has been the Berwick alma mater and the national anthem before tonight's game. Should also mention that this is homecoming weekend 2018 here at Berwick High School, and the Bulldogs come in with a record of 6-1, getting set for this matchup with Crestwood. And Joey asked the question before we signed off last week, and the young man that spearheaded the come-from-behind victory, Ryan Laubaugh, gets the start at quarterback tonight.
Yeah, I think after the first half against Hazleton, they were flat, and Coach Sheptock felt they needed some type of change. So, you know, if you change the right guard, it's not going to show up a whole lot unless he is a pile driver up front. You change the quarterback, the guy that drives the bus, that's going to have a little bit of effect, and it did. Ryan Laubaugh. Now, the other thing, Marty, is Berwick had 268 yards rushing, 0 yards passing. While you check the official, we'll talk about that.
Ed McCoskey joins Harry Caskey as the umpire. Robert Long is the linesman. Charles Sciandra is the line judge. Anthony Mancini is the side judge. Tom Chipago is tonight's field judge. Before we get started, Lehigh Valley Health Network is pleased to be the official sponsor of WILN's Game of the Week. Best of luck to tonight's teams from the Lehigh Valley Health Network, and we are just about set for tonight's opening kickoff. It'll be a Barbush Automotive kickoff, and it'll be Garrett Swank wearing number 2 for the Comets. That'll be getting set to kick it away.
Martin, both these teams rush the football. That's what they do. I think Coach Myers and Crestwood took the kind of 2 to 4 or 5 times a game, some kind of trick play. I think we should look for that. I look for the running game to be front and center.
And we are underway as Berwick will bring it up across the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
Owen Shoemaker.
And it was Owen Shoemaker on the return, who comes in unofficially with a yardage total for the season of 916 yards, so we'll keep an eye on him approaching the 1,000-yard mark for the season.
It's been a big part of the Berwick rushing game, obviously, along with the quarterbacks, both Orson and Laubaugh have rushed the ball, while Tegan Will also part of that rushing group.
And on a first down run for appears to be a Harry's U pull it first down, it'll be Maurer that picks up about 11 for the Bulldogs.
Blake Maurer came from the slot position as we look at Berwick's offense.
We look at the Bulldog offense. Cisco, Slabinski, Cashman, Craig, Zalupko up front. Decker checks in at tight end. We mentioned Laubaugh checking in at quarterback. Shoemaker the tailback, and we'll see Wilk, Maurer, and Robbins.
First and 10 on the Bulldogs, 38. Ball at the right hash mark for the snap.
Berwick likes to change up that slot position. Tegan Wilk now in the slot to the field.
First and 10, Bulldogs in the blue going from left to right of your screen. Shoemaker gets the first carry tonight, and Garrett Swank for the defensively Crestwood Comets leads the charge to bring him down. It looks like for about a loss of a yard.
They wanted to run a little bit of a counter back to the right side in the short side of the field, but Garrett Swank up the field very quickly. Penetration, again, best way to stop a rushing game.
Hand off to Shoemaker, and he gets stood up again, leading the charge for the Comets defensively, junior Dylan Horn.
Also, Logan Arnold right there from the linebacker position for Crestwood. One of the things with Shoemaker running tackle or tackle, teams are going to start loading up, obviously, because he's rushed the football for almost 1,000 yards this year.
Laubaugh, who sparked the comeback, is going to keep it on 3rd and 11, and he is going to be brought down after a short gain by Brandon Dominski.
Ryan Laubaugh with the fake off the left side, tried to come back to the right side, but Dominski again Swank right there, forcing a 4th down for Berwick. Ball is at the 48, their own.
Number 3, Ryan Petrosky going back deep for the Comets, awaiting the punt of Alex Sharkuski. It's going to be a BLB Auto Sales punt. Wobbly snap back to Sharkuski, and he gets off a low kick. That's going to take a Berwick roll, and it's going to keep going inside the 10. Tegan Wilk trying to get it to keep going, and it looks like it'll come to a stop at the Comets 6. So the Comets start from their own 6 in a scoreless ball game. 9:39 left on the Blaze Alexander first quarter scoreboard.
Ball was punted very low and rolled an extra 10 to 15 yards after hitting the ground. Berwick had good punt coverage, so Crestwood's going to have to go almost the length of the field to come up with any points.
And since we last saw the Comets, Chase Passman has been injured and not playing quarterback. And taking the first snap and going straight ahead is Rob Figmick Jr.
Figmick Jr. is a senior. As you mentioned, some injuries with the Comets, and players have to step up. Looking at a second and about 7 as Figmick Jr. picks up some decent yardage on that quarterback sneak.
Passman was dressed in his uniform, but in warm-up saw him, he had his left hand heavily wrapped, so making it very difficult to be able to play quarterback when that's the case. Logan Arnold on the carry, and Arnold gets out to the 15. That'll leave the Comets with about a 3rd down and 1. I believe we're going to get a look at that Crestwood offense. Foley, Phillips, Petrochko, Dean, and Kinney up front. Mentioned Figmick Jr., the quarterback. Caparucio and Arnold in the backfield. Naminsky, Petrosky, and Swank. Very dangerous threats on the outside for Crestwood.
One of the keys is 3rd down conversion, obviously, for both teams. You're going to see a...
Figman keeps it himself, spins, and appears to have enough, and he does, for Harry's You Pull It Crestwood 1st down.
Figmick makes the fake inside look like he wanted to fake that little reverse they run inside, and took it to the corner, was able to pick up the 1st down after a short gain.
They are 3 on the play to the 18-yard line.
New set of downs from the 18. High snap. And a direct snap and being upended and a loss of 2. I believe that might have been Caparucio that got the direct snap. We'll get that for you in a moment. The Bulldog defense, Mason Labaugh with Peck, Snyder, Montez, had a very good game last week against Hazelton area. Checkerly, Cleaver, and Seeley, the linebackers. Smith, Wilk, Barada, and Peyton Williams round out the secondary for the Berwick defense.
Great run support on that play to the corner. Berwick had several players right there to upend the ball carrier.
Figmick Jr., a quick drop looking for Swank. Seeley was there on the coverage, and it falls incomplete.
Good pass coverage. Swank tried to basically sneak out by the defenders. Looked like it was going to be a short pass, and hopefully Swank could make some yardage with his legs, but that didn't happen, forcing 3rd down.
Call it officially 3rd and 11. Clock stops, 7:05 left in the scoreless first quarter. This is Crestwood's opening possession of the ball game on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Petrosky going to the top of your screen. Figmick Jr. being pressured. Snyder forces a fumble. and they're going to rule it. He was passing the ball. They're going to rule it incomplete, and that when Snyder hit him, that's what forced the pass to go so short. We're going to look at the replay.
You see J.J. Snyder right side. He needs tracking the quarterback, and there was a little movement forward by the quarterback. Crestwood will punt it away.
So Garrett Swank will go back deep for the BLB Auto Sales punt, back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 25, Blake Maurer. Number 7, Tegan Wilk. Bulldogs should end up with great starting field position, and Laba got in on Swank, and he got it away. Wilk went up the middle. Now he cuts it back, and he slides down, and hopefully he's okay, because that looked like that right leg might have stuck as he went down, and he appears to be okay.
He put his leg down, left leg hard, and his right leg sort of went under him, so he is dangerous on punt returns. You have to have good punt coverage.
Coordinated health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience together, one patient at a time.
One of the things here in the first series for both teams, Bulldogs end up just about where they punted from, the 48-yard line.
Laba throws, complete to Wilk. He's in the Crestwood territory before he's pushed out of bounds at about the 46. Give him a gain of 6.
Tell you what, Marty, that's the first pass we've seen them. There you see the fake. Wilk coming in motion right side, sort of gets lost. If you're not moving with him with the defensive back, you have to have a linebacker over there. And Laba does an adequate job of getting the ball there, picking up decent yardage on first down.
So it'll be a 2nd and 4 from the 46 of Crestwood. And this is Shoemaker. Shoemaker in the open field. He's going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 40 at about the 37. Good for Harry's. You pull it. Bulldog first down.
One of the things Coach Sheptock has done is moved his backs around. That time Shoemaker out of the slot picks up about 6 or 7 yards and a first down.
And I think we're going to have a motion penalty. It looked like 2 Bulldogs were moving at the same time. And this will bring it back. I would think that Coach Myers will accept the penalty and bring it back.
Yeah, first down. We're about, not 300-400 miles south of the border. You can't do that here. Canada's just north of us. 5-yard penalty would be 1st and 15.
That's why you're the best in the business, Coach.
Why?
You bring in analysis from other countries.
Yes.
1st and 15 for the Dogs. Approaching the halfway point of the opening quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. No score. Mason behind Laba. And Mason will get the carry. And he bumps off of one tackler. He's in open field and then gets tripped up as he gets inside the 30 to about the 23. Good for a Harry's. You pull it, Bulldog first down.
We saw Mason last week. Ran the ball well. Here he's tripped up right at the 25-30-yard line and stumbles forward for a few more yards, but the Bulldogs moving toward the red zone.
That replay was brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. And I believe whistles from the sideline. Berwick timeout. 5:40 left in the opening quarter in this scoreless ball game. That's brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. After record summer sales, we are overstocked with clean local trades at all 18 locations. We need to reduce our inventories before winter and are offering these local trades back to you at huge savings. If you need a clean car, truck, van, or SUV, need four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, now is the time to buy. And on top of all the other offers, we are giving you a $500 gift card with every pre-owned purchase now through October 8th. Shop all 18 locations online at blazealexander.com. Blaze Alexander Family Dealership, where we're taking deals the other guys won't.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 8. On the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard, scoreless after the Berwick timeout. Communications tonight brought to you in part by cooperation from Atlantic Broadband. We like to thank Atlantic Broadband for all their help as Shoemakers to the end zone for two Italian guys. Pizzeria Berwick touchdown.
We get another look at this. You're going to see Shoemaker deep on this pitch. What he did is waited for his blockers up front to open up a little gap. They did that. Shoemaker takes it to the end zone.
Jared Groshek on for the point after. The kick is up and good. 5:31 left in the opening quarter. Bulldogs strike first, leading 7-0. Tonight's game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Whether you suffer a sports injury or have a chronic orthopedic issue, Coordinated Health has everything you need from start to finish. Our team of highly trained specialists work together with just one goal in mind, to get you back to your life.
You got a disc herniation. We got this.
For orthopedics at the next level, Coordinated Health has you covered.
We got this. We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Coordinated Health. We got this.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 8, on an Owen Shoemaker touchdown run on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. 7-0 Bulldogs.
I'll tell you what, Berwick had great blocking in front of Shoemaker on that touchdown.
Groshek's Barbush Automotive kickoff is bobbled at about the 13 and is going to be brought back across the 15 to about the 17. Caparuccio was the one that returned it for the Comets.
Good coverage by the Berwick kickoff team.
First and 10 for the Comets.
Back to pass Figmus Jr., and he's going to be sacked. J.J. Snyder again, back-to-back plays, back-to-back sacks.
J.J. Snyder has played very well. You're going to see around that block, up the field, putting pressure on Figmus. Marty, the thing that you have to do is if you're going to throw it within a 5-yard, 3-step drop situation, because that rush obviously going to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. The other thing you could do is work the screen a little bit to slow them down. But Berwick can definitely get up the field on you with their defensive front.
He's not good. He's just tall and big.
And the officials stop play. Let's see what we got here. Timeout taken by Coach Myers. They trail 7-0. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
This autumn, you can fall into savings at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get fabulous fall savings during the Jeep Adventure Days. Returning lessees can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited for just $299 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. The Bulldogs leading the Comets 7-0. Both teams have used the timeout in this opening quarter. Left with 2 here in the half. Petrosky goes in motion to the top of your screen. Figmick Jr. looks that way. And it was complete to Naminsky.
Yeah, what you're hoping to get for there, Marty, is Naminsky making a break, maybe being one-on-one with the defender and getting the ball up the field, but that didn't happen. Good coverage by the Berwick secondary, so we're looking at a 3rd and 12 for the Comets.
Under 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter in the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. 7-0 Bulldogs. Figmick Jr. rolls left, throws, and it's picked off. Tegan Welk down the sideline. He's going to go. Touchdown, Berwick. A 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria on the interception return. Touchdown for Tegan Welk. His 5th interception of the season.
I'll tell you what, Tegan Wilk with the interception, but once we watch the replay, which I'm sure we will do after the touchdown or after we come back, pressure on the quarterback. Puts it up, but didn't have anything on it.
Groshek on for the point after. Bulldogs get an offensive touchdown and now a defensive score from Tegan Wilk. The hold is down. Kick is up and good. 3:36 left in the opening quarter. The Bulldogs lead it 14-0 in a game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Ready to take things into your own hands? Explore the area's largest salvage yard of domestic and import vehicles at Harry's U-Pull-It Auto Parts. Whether you're looking for a single part, building a project car, or trading in, Harry's can help. Our 3 locations offer new inventory and manager specials daily. And we've had a hands-on approach to the auto business for 4 generations. Visit Harry's U-Pull-It for the largest inventory at the lowest prices. Period.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Week number 8, Tegan Wilk, an interception return for touchdown, has the Bulldogs in front 14-0. Groshek on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Marty Shoemaker had the 24-yard run for the first touchdown. Wilk Came up with the second touchdown on the interception, 30-yard pass.
And Crestwood, again, is going to be buried deep inside their own territory as they get the return out to the 12.
And Marty, on the interception, I think it was Montez who had pressure on the quarterback. Figmick really didn't have much on the throw. Crestwood starting their offense again deep in their own territory.
Locally owned and operated, the Medicine Shop at the corner of 9th and Pine Streets has been serving the Berwick area for 40 years. They accept most insurance plans and offer home delivery. Their number 570-759-1239. The Medicine Shop in Berwick.
Going to have some movement, I believe, offensively. Doesn't help the cause, Marty.
No. Brings the Comets to 1st and 15. Gives us an opportunity to remind you that high school football is brought to you by attorney Tom Mosca and Mosca Law, located in Kingston, serving your legal needs for 28 years. You can reach attorney Mosca at 570-288-2917. So on 1st and 15, Petrosky going to the top of your screen. And it looks like they gave it to the first man through. I believe that was Arnold. As Mason Labaugh brought him down after a short gain.
Tried to go off that right side. Again, now you're thinking if you're Crestwood and take a chance here and try to get the ball in the air. We just had a ball intercepted. Don't want to do that. But obviously, if you don't move it, you're going to end up punting deep in your own territory again, Marty. Give up good field position.
Figmick Jr. got rid of it as he was hit immediately after the play action, and the pass falls incomplete.
I still go back to my contention, Marty. You slow a defense that's coming up the field, you slow it down by screen pass. And even if you can get a draw up the field, but you can't drop back or even roll out because Berwick defensively is quick and they get to the ball.
So we're looking at about a 3rd and 12 for the Comets. And again, here come the Bulldogs defensively. Figmick Jr. looking downfield, has a man, and that may have been intercepted. And it was Tegan Wilk again. Came in with 4. He's got 2 in the opening quarter.
You know, and if you're going to throw it long, and I don't know, I think the thought was here as he drops back, never could set his feet, threw it high in the air, and Tegan Wilk is under coverage, makes the interception, as you mentioned, his 2nd of the game, 1 for a touchdown. Berwick starts their offense at the 41-yard line of Crestwood.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Comet 41.
So another short field for this Berwick offense, taking over at the Crestwood 41, 1st and 10. Labaugh to pass. Going downfield, and it is bobbled, and the rule incomplete that it hit the ground.
I'll tell you what, that's a little bit of a surprise because something Berwick hasn't done, but Labaugh got that ball up there.
Sean Sheptock was the target from Labaugh.
Sheptock looked like he bobbled it, and he did right at the end. But Sean Sheptock is a fairly new addition to this Bulldog offense. Great speed.
Wilk started in motion, play action, Labaugh runs and pitches it to Maurer. Maurer trying to get to the outside, and he's down the sideline. Greengrass in front of him, Maurer to the end zone, but a flag is down at the Crestwood 40. Harry Caskey, I believe, was the one that threw it. This may be coming back.
Yeah, we have one almost at the line of scrimmage. There's another one downfield, I believe. We're going to have a hold on the corner. Nice blocking again downfield. Berwick offensively looking much different here in the first half than they did last week. There you see good block on the corner.
Looked like we had a block in the back that was declined. The hold will be accepted and bring it back.
Blake Maurer turns it up the field off that a couple of blocks, but Harry Caskey had the hold on the corner.
So it brings it back to the Berwick 49, making it 2nd and 20. Some scores from around the area, Joe, with some playoff implications. Dallas Valley View in second quarter action scoreless. Also in second quarter action from PNC Field, scoreless between the Cougars of Hazleton Area and Scranton. Has a little dump off to Wilk. He's got the penalty back and more. He's down the sideline and knocked out of bounds near the 30. May have enough for another Harry's You pull it first down, but it looks like he's going to be ruled out of bounds about 2 yards shy.
I'll tell you what, when Aaron is his father, who played for Frank and I at Wilkes, I had a flashback there, Marty. When Teagan goes in motion, you have to know where he is. He is a very good football player who has speed, can catch the ball. Went in motion and slipped to the flat. Picked up good yardage.
Third down and about 2 coming up for the Bulldogs. But I'm sure Aaron's glad that you remember him.
Well, I saw him last week here, or 2 weeks ago, and talked to him, but he was a very good player. Teagan comes from good stock.
And one more scorer from around the area that has other 6A implication. Delaware Valley leading the Millionaires of Williamsport 14-0 in opening quarter action.
And this is Harry Caskey. This is what we all need to know.
And they're over at the far sideline. I wonder if there's something wrong with the chain when Wilk went out of bounds and the host of players went over. Wonder if the chain maybe either got bent or wrapped around, because it looks like they're trying to maybe untangle it.
Well,
or it may be even broken, as it looks like there's going to be an official timeout. We're going to have to get a new chain. So as I mentioned, we talked about Hazleton area starting this Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN. It's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. We start Wednesday night at 7. Coach Brennan will be talking this coming week about the game tonight against Scranton from PNC Field. A look ahead to their road game and the final time that Hazleton area will be playing Coughlin High School in football, and a special guest from the Cougar football team. All coming up this week on Sports Talk, starting this Wednesday at 7 on WYLN. And I know Joe, he was very excited unless something changed from when we last talked to him to tonight, but he was expecting the full complement back offensively, which meant the return of Damon Horton.
Yeah, and he said last week or 2 weeks ago when Berwick was there that Damon Horton with rehab should be ready very shortly, and he's ready to go tonight. And I tell you what, Marty, he is definitely one of the better backs in the area. Horton has done a tremendous job. That Williamsport game where he had 300 and some yards rushing was a very strong game.
And for interested Berwick fans, we've had the first score from Dallas. Valley View has taken a 6-0 lead over the Mountaineers in second quarter action.
Well, it'll be interesting because Dallas comes to Berwick next Friday night. We will be at Wilkes-Barre
Memorial Stadium.
Wilkes-Barre Memorial for Coughlin and Hazleton, and I guess they have everything straightened out.
New set of yard markers have been found. As I said, those host of players went over there. They must have either snapped the chain or came pretty close, and they ruled that those yard markers were out of use. So on 3rd and short, it's a toss play to Shoemaker. He stays on his feet as he was hit immediately by Swank. But then a host of white jerseys converged upon him to keep him shy of the first down.
But the situation, Marty, Swank was up the field right now, and that slowed Shoemaker down. And then help came from the rest of the defense and stopped it. But Bulldogs, I think, up 14, driving. They're at the 33, 34-yard line of Crestwood, going to make an attempt on a 4th down conversion.
Play clock down to 5. They get it off the toss to Maurer. Maurer has the first down and more, and he is tripped up. See where the officials will mark him down. They'll say the 25 of Crestwood, and that's good enough after a gain of 8. For a Harry's, you pull it. Bulldog first down.
I'll tell you what, Mike Zaluto out front. Berwick really has some people downfield led by Zaluto on the pull. Pick up the first down.
Fake to Shoemaker. Give Maurer. He eludes one, and he gets pushed out of bounds near another first down.
Blake Maurer on the right side carry, thrown out of bounds by Ron.
Again, Berwick doing a nice job.
And they're going to move the chains. It's a Harry's you pull it first down for the Bulldogs as they enter the Grand Central Red Zone.
Moving the ball on the corner. They have linemen pulling, getting out in front of someone. Wide receivers doing a nice job of blocking.
Laubach keeps, lowers his shoulder inside the 10 to about the 7.
You know, we're talking about Ryan Laubach, quarterback, 6' about 175 junior, so he's a good-sized player, runs with some authority, is able to get it up the field. Picked up nice yardage there.
Bulldogs do have to run another play here before the end of the opening quarter. They have a 2nd and 2 from the Crestwood 7. Laubach has Shoemaker behind him. Wilk in motion. Shoemaker trying to bounce it outside, doesn't find much there. But now patiently stays on his feet and gets inside the 5 to the 3. Good for another Harry's, you pull it. Bulldog first down.
Let's go back to my discussion. We've watched Berwick 3 games in a row, Marty. If you don't tackle him around the legs, he's going to look. You saw him there. He went to the right. He came back to the left, went to the right, picked up a couple of yards in the first down. You have to tackle him around the ankles, or at least around the knee area to bring him down.
First and goal be at the other end of the field of Crispin Field. Through 1. Berwick 14, Crestwood nothing. You're watching live high school football on WILN, brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. After record summer sales, we are overstocked with clean local trades at all 18 locations. We need to reduce our inventories before winter and are offering these local trades back to you at huge savings. If you need a clean car, truck, van, or SUV, need 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, now is the time to buy. And on top of all the other offers, we are giving you a $500 gift card with every pre-owned purchase now through October 8th. Shop all 18 locations online at blazealexander.com. Blaze Alexander Family Dealership, where we're taking deals the other guys won't.
FunandLC.com is the official source to all the great things to do here and near Luzerne County. Visit our brand new website to find your fun in any PA. And be sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages for weekly listings of the top things to do in our area, along with free giveaways to the area's best events. Download any of our annual guides that will provide you with information on local events, outdoor recreation, arts and entertainment, and family fun and activities. Go to funandlc.com today to start finding your fun in Luzerne County.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Week number 8 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Start of the second quarter, 14-0 Bulldogs. They have a first and goal at the 3.
Marty, first quarter, Berwick, 91 yards rushing, 24 passing, 115 total, 7 first downs. Crestwood, 9 yards rushing, 4 passing, 13 total yards, 1 first down.
And mixed in there, an interception return for a touchdown by Tegan Wilk. Berwick up 14-0 to go with a Shoemaker touchdown run to open the scoring. Wilk goes in motion to the top of your screen. Fake toss, Laba dumps it off, and Crestwood read it nicely. Montez made the catch, and hanging on defensively for Crestwood and holding him to a loss of 2 is TJ Kulak.
Tried to use that. Lawball's going to have to work on that fake a little bit. You'd really have to get your hands out there so people could see the ball, think it's a pitch right, and then come back. But there was quick pressure on Lawball. He had to get rid of it. Montez with the reception, but for a minus yardage.
Second and goal from the 5. Fake to Shoemaker. This is Lawbaugh. And Lawbaugh is going to be brought down shy of the goal line. Making the tackle was Naminsky.
Brandon Naminsky, nice job getting over and making that tackle.
Mention it's homecoming weekend at Berwick High School. We'll have the high school or homecoming festivities, as well as first half stats and highlights coming up at the half during the All-American Auto Group halftime show. That's coming up in another 10.5 minutes of action here from Crispin Field. Third and goal, Bulldogs from the 1. Lawbaugh rolls, being pressured, gets rid of it, and incomplete. He was looking for Maurer. And applause from the coach's booth right next to us, Joe, as applying the pressure was Adam Gagaris.
Again, the fake inside. Gagaris really didn't go after that fake. Got up the field, put pressure on Lawball. But Berwick's trying to incorporate some short passing into their offense because they really haven't had much of a passing offense.
Groshek's going to try the 19-yard field goal. Maybe we could touch on it after the field goal. But Groshek's kick is up, and it is good. 10-17 left in the opening half. The Bulldogs increase their lead to 17-0, and we're keeping it here. So, Joe, as we were talking about, Lawbaugh spearheaded the comeback last week. One of the negatives was between him and Alex Forrest, they did not complete a pass all game. And when you're going to get to the playoffs, you've got to show that you can at least throw the football, because if not, they're going to load up that box on Shoemaker.
I don't think that there's any doubt about it. I also think that when people watch film, you look at Sheptock down the field from the wide receiver position with decent speed. Lawball puts it up about 45 yards on a pretty nice throw. That gives now you have teams saying, okay, we have to worry about this. Up until last week, up until this week, they had no pass offense, basically.
So Groshek returns to the field after his 19-yard field goal. He's going to be coming up with the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Groshek 19-yard field goal. Berwick up by 17. Groshek also started the Bulldog rally last week with the block punt.
Swank returns and gets pushed out of bounds. We'll see where the officials mark him. Looks like the 23, so that's where the Comets will start. First and 10. High school football brought to you by Harry's Sporting Goods, located at 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Stop by and check out their all-new fall and winter inventory. They also carry a wide selection of brand name sneakers, a full-service sports store. Open 6 days a week. Their number 570-752-5212. That's Harry's Sporting Goods, 112 West Front Street in Berwick. And Coordinated Health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience together, one patient at a time. Swank going in motion to the top of your screen. They fake to him. Figmick Jr. keeps himself, gains about 2 to the 25.
Quarterback was Chase Passman. He flushed out of the pocket, keeping the ball out.
Nowinski going downfield. That's who Figmick looked for. By the time he was able to find him, there was pressure. Took it to the left side. When he pulled it down, picked up a couple.
And I apologize, that wasn't Figmick, it's Passman who's in the game. As I mentioned, his left hand heavily bandaged, protecting an injury. And he's going to roll, looking to pass. Got a man, and just out of his reach was looking for Nowinski.
Pass downfield is intended for Brandon Nowinski.
Chase Passman taking it, working through that injured hand, as you mentioned, Marty, as he throws it downfield. Wasn't a bad pass. Receiver stayed straight up the hash, almost took it to the outside a little late.
Third and 8 for the Comets. Now that is Figmick Jr., and he dumped it off to Swank. The Bulldogs not fooled in the least. Bring him down maybe for a short gain of about a yard.
Ben Peck, nice job wrapping the receiver up, forcing a fourth down. So we had Figmick, Passman both in that set of downs. Crestwood, Bulldog defense doing very well at this point. I mentioned the statistics from the first quarter, Marty, and Crestwood had a minimal amount of offense.
BLB Auto Sales punt from Swank goes out of bounds. The officials look like they will mark it, and they keep going at the Crestwood 45, so the Bulldogs again, another short field leading 17-0 with 8:36 left in the half. Coming up at the half on the All-American Auto Group halftime show. It's homecoming weekend 2018 at Berwick High School. We'll have the homecoming festivities, as well as first half highlights and stats, all coming up at the half, part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show.
You know, Marty, when we look at field position, one team right now is working on field position starting at about midfield. The other is working on field position starting about the 10 or 12 yard line, which is 80 or 90 yards long. So it's much to the offense.
I believe that last drive for Crestwood starting at their own 23 was their best starting field position of the night. On the end around, a toss to Wilk. And the Comets converge upon him quickly. They'll give him a gain of 2 to the 43.
Impressed with Crestwood. They were able to get to the ball. Good movement. A lot of people on the tackle, and that's what you like to see.
And Joe, we saw them about a month ago at home against Williamsport, and for a half, they gave the Millionaires fits defensively.
Coach Myers had the perfect game plan, really, that first half. The second half, Potts caught the ball in the flat, nobody around him, and he took it to about 65 or 70 for the touchdown. But it's tough to keep a guy like that down, the running back from Williamsport.
Laubach keeps, he'll lose one tackle, and he's going to be brought down inside the 40 to about the 38 for a gain of about 5. It's going to leave the Bulldogs with a third and a long 3 coming up.
Good example, Ryan Lawbaugh on his size. He was able to run out of a tackle at the line of scrimmage there and pick up about 4 or 5 yards.
Joe, remember how I told you it was scoreless at PNC Field? The Cougars leading the Knights 24-7. Flag thrown by Harry Caskey. For the moment, Lawbaugh has a first down. But let's see what Harry saw back in the backfield. He's looking over to Coach Myers. Must have saw something on the Berwick offense. He said illegal shift. And I would think that Coach Myers will march them back.
5-yard penalty against the Bulldogs.
Lawbaugh doing a good job on the fake to the right side, then coming back to the left side. Got a little deep off the fake, but was able to take it up the field. You're going to see it here. There's the fake. Good block there. Anthony Cisco did a nice job blocking on the left side.
So make it, sorry, Joe, a 3rd and 9 from the Crestwood 44. Lawbaugh keeps, and he is brought down, ball loose. They're going to say he was down.
Official making the sign that Lawbaugh's knee was on the ground. So we're looking at a 4th and about 7 for the Bulldogs.
And it's been a successful formula all night. Might as well keep playing the field position game.
There's no doubt about it. If you can get it out inside the 10, if not, if it goes to the end zone, you're looking at the ball coming out to the 20.
Swank goes back deep. He may be a little too far. He's standing at his own 5. I'm not sure you want him that deep. Get a wobbly snap back to Sharkuski that goes out of bounds and will be marked. Well, they're going to keep going. And it looks like they're going to say the 15 of Crestwood. So again, tough starting field position for the Common offense at their own 15, trailing 17-0, 6:01 remaining in the opening half. We want to remind you, talked about a little bit earlier, the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 9, takes us to Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium next week. Hazelton area will be on the road again, taking on the Coughlin Crusaders. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 7 for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 9. And Joe, I'm sure we'll talk about it more next week, but for those in the history of local high school football, tough to say that it's the last time it'll be Hazelton area and Coughlin to meet on the gridiron.
Exactly. Coughlin will morph into the Wolf Pack along with Myers and GAR.
And I believe they're going to officially be called Wilkes-Barre area, as the pass for Petrosky, a little high, incomplete.
Again, there were people up the field, just got the ball up a little bit, but that's more of the type of pass that's going to be successful, that short 3-step drop. Petrosky ran that in route.
You almost get the feeling, Joe, this Crestwood offense just needs to find something positive.
I think it's like any offense that's struggling, you know. You get a big play as we try to go downfield.
And it's intercepted by Naquan Smith. Smith returning it down the sideline. And he is going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 10. Third interception of the night for the Berwick defense.
I think if you're going to throw it up, you have to at least have maybe see pressure right on at the last minute. There was a receiver in the area. Ball was overthrown. Naquan Smith, who did a nice job the last time we saw the Bulldogs in coverage.
Had a tough assignment that night against, for the most part, David Smith at Hazelton area. And for the most part, did a nice job.
Very good job on him, I thought. Bulldogs, 5-yard line.
So they'll start with a 1st and goal, and then they're in the Grand Central red zone leading 17-0.
I wouldn't surprise to see Shoemaker out of the eye just try to bang it in there.
Two tight ends set for the Bulldogs, as Shoemaker will be behind Rabaugh. Shoemaker dancing and bouncing outside. He's to the end zone. In. Touchdown, Berwick. A two Italian guys. Pizzeria, second touchdown of the night for Owen Shoemaker.
Shoemaker left side. Bounced it outside, and he's able to do that again. He has a little bit of quickness to get to the corner. Felt like the area on the left side was blocked up, so he decided to bounce it successfully. Touchdown.
Groshek on for the point after. Forced to hold. Hold is down. Kick is up and good. 5:35 left in the opening half. Bulldogs continue to increase their lead now, 24-0. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Whether you suffer a sports injury or have a chronic orthopedic issue, Coordinated Health has everything you need from start to finish. Our team of highly trained specialists work together with just one goal in mind: to get you back to your life.
You got a disc herniation. We got this.
For orthopedics at the next level, Coordinated Health has you covered.
We got this. We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Coordinated Health. We got this.
Ron Myers Well Drilling, servicing Luzerne County and surrounding areas since 1962. Offering well drilling, water pumps, softeners, filters, water tanks, UV systems, and a variety of other services. Contact Ron Myers today for a free estimate, 570-868-5168. Crestwood Pharmacy is a locally owned pharmacy conveniently located on Route 309 in Mountaintop, offering weekly and monthly pillbox services and vaccines. They also carry a variety of religious gifts, Yankee candles, doTERRA essential oils, and Melissa and Doug toys.
This is the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 8, and the Berwick Bulldogs continue to build on a first half lead, now at 24-0. Groshek on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Naquan Smith, big interception to the 5-yard line. Shoemaker, touchdown. Groshek kick. Bulldogs up by 24.
Swank from his 4, taking it to the far sideline. Cuts it back, and now he's coming near side. He's across the 25. Stiff arms 1, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Return of about 28 on the play for Swank. Sharkuski was the one in special teams to finally bring him down.
Swank took it to the left, came back to the right. That's why when you're on kickoff coverage, if you're on the left side, player going right, you have to squeeze it. You cannot turn your shoulders and just start to run. He almost, Swank with decent speed, almost got to the corner. But Sharkuski was able to get there.
Average starting field position tonight, Joe. Berwick from the Crestwood 42, Crestwood from their own 19. Now they have a bad snap, and it looked like they got on it, but just to illustrate, you know, you were talking about it earlier, the tough starting field position tonight for the Comets, and when you tie in that Berwick starting in Crestwood territory, it makes it really tough on your defense as well.
And the other thing is, Berwick has some weapons offensively, but defensively, Berwick is fairly strong. They have some players that can get up the field. You hurt yourself by doing what happened last play, dropping it on the ground, losing a yard. Now you got 2nd and 11. You're trying to move, trying to find some consistency offensively. Tough to do.
Play action. Figmick Jr. rolling left. And a late flag is thrown as the Bulldogs again converge and bring him down for a loss. Cleaver among others. And on top of it, Crestwood is called for a chop block.
Yeah, and one person was engaged. The other person went below the knees or below the waist. Coach Sheptock is looking at a 3rd and about 17, or the penalty if he takes it.
6-yard loss on the play.
And for Berwick fans wondering, at the half in Dallas, score remains 6-0 Valley View.
Berwick declines the penalty and takes the loss at the quarterback sack.
J.J. Snyder coming off with a little limp. Mike Decker into the ball game defensively.
So the penalty was declined, and the Bulldogs will have a 3rd down and 16 from the Crestwood 26. Flag thrown by referee Harry Caskey, a loss on the run. Illegal procedure against the offense declined. The loss brings up 4th down and a BLB Auto Sales punt, I believe, from the Comets.
Comets started this drive at the 32, their own. They end up punting from the 24-yard line. So again, trying to find some consistency on offense, having a tough time doing that right now.
Swank gets off a nice kick. And Wilk will pick it up, loses it. Crestwood jumped on it. Now Wilk is saying that it may have hit a Crestwood player first. See what the officials say. This could be a big break for Crestwood if it didn't hit one of the men in coverage.
Not a good idea. Tegan Wilkes has been known to take chances. Not a good idea. Ball rolling on the ground, that many people close to him from the opposing team, you're going to have to be content with letting it roll. Let's see what the official rules.
That looked like it may have taken a right turn. That would mean that it hit one of the Crestwood upmen, which means that, you know, essentially, yeah, Wilk took a chance, but if he fumbled as he did there, they don't lose possession.
Well, that's exactly right. If he knew that ball hit, and maybe he did. Obviously you can't tell. We're up here, he's on the field. But again, if you have people bearing down on you, you want to take a chance.
First down. So just when you thought Crestwood may have gotten the break that they needed, ruled that, and it looked like correctly, hit one of the upmen in coverage for Crestwood, so the Bulldogs get it at their own 44. 2 timeouts left in the half with 3:41 remaining, leading 24-0. Lawbaw's going to keep. He's got blockers in front of him, and Lawbaugh just got tripped up as he got out to about the 42. Good for Harry's U-Pull-It Bulldog, first down.
I'll tell you what, he has a look go out in front of him. Watch this. Right there you see a couple of Robbins. Also as a look go downfield.
I believe also out there was right guard pulling to the left side, Noah Craig.
Noah Craig, they've done a nice job, all of them, pulling and getting to the corner. Bulldogs offensively look much better than they did first half.
Waba looking downfield. He's got Sheptock, and this time it's caught. For Harry's U-Pull-It Bulldog, first down to the Crestwood 5.
Was waiting for that because Sean Sheptock, after the fake, good protection. I'll tell you, that's the difference. Look at that protection. Walbaugh got it up. Sheptock had to wait just a little bit for it, but he threw the ball accurately enough.
First and goal from the 4. The Bulldogs in the Grand Central red zone. Shoemaker right up the middle. He's in for the 3rd time tonight for a Berwick 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown.
We talked about Shoemaker hitting the line of scrimmage very quickly from that fullback position. That's what happened there. Touchdown Bulldogs off the big pass from Walbaugh to Sheptock. I guess we're going to have to say Sean Sheptock because I don't think people will think Frank has any eligibility left. What do you think?
I wasn't sure where you were going with that. I thought you were going to say that he didn't have the speed to get downfield.
Well.
Groshek on for the point after. The kick is blocked. No good. 2:55 left in the opening half. It's 30-0 Bulldogs. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Stop in at 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizza, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Takeout or eat in, delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 8, and it's been all Bulldogs leading 30-0. Groshek on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Last touchdown, Shoemaker, 4-yard run right up the middle, kick blocked. Big play. Walbaugh to Sheptock for 39 yards down to the 4-yard line.
Swank from his 1. Returns it out near the 20, making the tackle on special teams, Colin Hill for the Bulldogs.
Tackled by special teams, Colin Hill.
So the comments come out, sorry Joe, 2:47 trailing 30-0, and I would think it's very simple to just start with a first down.
I was just going to say, what you want to do here is start in bits. I mean, and that is a first down because offensively you've been very ineffective up to this point. They've been going back and forth. Big McPassman, see if they can get something going.
They're going to give it to Arnold, coming up and making the play, Antonio Barada for the Bulldogs.
Barada right there. Quick penetration up the field.
Will Decker after assisting on the play.
Decker was up the field and didn't make the tackle, but slowed the ball carrier down.
1 yard gain, 2nd and 9.
Flag thrown, Swank dropped for a loss.
Yeah, we had motion toward the line of scrimmage, I believe. So they're going to look at penalty. I'm thinking Coach Sheptock's going to say no.
And I believe immediately he said to decline the penalty. So credit Cleaver with the tackle for a loss.
Again, the last 2 series, very minus yardage for Crestwood, and obviously frustration sets in. as we look at the 2-minute mark left in halftime.
Coming up at the All-American Auto Group halftime show, but the Bulldogs take a timeout, leading 30-0.
BLB Auto Sales is a division of Barbush Automotive. One call does it all. Looking for a good pre-owned car or truck? BLB Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, inspected vehicles. If you need repairs on your vehicle, then Barbush Automotive can handle any job at affordable prices. Located at 1299 State Route 940, Hazel Township, one call does it all. 570-454-7571.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to secv.com/TVE to get started. Service Electric Cablevision, connecting you to everything that matters.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Berwick take their second timeout, leading 30-0. And this is going to be Swank. He eludes one tackle, but can't elude a second as Lynn brings him down as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Coach Sheptock takes his final timeout, leading 30-0. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health. Okay, we're going to keep it here. And we like to thank, in helping with our communications this evening, from Crispin Field, Atlantic Broadband from Berwick. Many thanks to Atlantic Broadband for helping us be live in your home this Friday night here in Berwick. And next Friday night we head to Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. As the Coughlin Crusaders will be playing host to Coach Mike Brennan and the Hazelton area Cougars. We'll be on the air next Friday night for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 9, live at 7 o'clock from Wilkes-Barre, Hazelton area, Coughlin, here on WYLN.
Coach Sheptock using his last timeout, as you mentioned, Marty. Trying to get something done before.
Well, and I think it's one of those, and, you know, some people may wonder what he's doing, but if he's going to ride Lawbaugh the rest of the season, he's going to get him in different situations in a 2-minute drill with no timeouts left.
Well, and also you have Tegan Wilk, who's been very good at returning, right. So you're forcing a punt here. See what happens. They should end up with very good field position.
And this BLB Auto Sales punt ends up taking a Crestwood roll. And it's going to come to a stop near midfield. And that's where the Bulldogs will take over with 1:40 left in the half, leading 30-0.
No timeouts, use the sideline. Maybe they'll try to go downfield again very quickly. Tegan Wilk there using his head because Crestwood had very good punt coverage. Ball settled right at midfield. So again, Berwick starting with a great field position.
Coordinated Health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience together, one patient at a time. Lawbaugh rolls right. He's got room up the middle. He's got a first down and more. Lawbaugh, with one man to beat, is going to be dragged down at about the 21 by Petrosky. And if Ryan Petrosky did not haul him down from behind, Lawbaugh may have gone for the score.
I'll tell you what, he gives you something up the field. Right here, watch this, although I still think he's a little bit too deep. But he's able to, after a good block on the corner, he's able to turn it up with some speed, pick up good yardage. Berwick, no timeouts. Clock stopped after the first down.
That was a Harry's You Pull It first down for Lawbaugh as Wilk on 1st and 10 lowers the shoulder as he goes out of bounds at the 16, stops the clock with 1:21 remaining in the half after the gain of about 6. Bulldogs again in the Grand Central Red Zone. This replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski.
Here we have the pitch to Wilk. and he picks up good yardage before going out. You know what, Marty? You got Wilkes, Shoemaker, Maurer, Lawball. I mean, there's some people back there you have to worry about if you're on defense.
Lawball to pass, complete to Wilk. Read nicely by Petrosky to bring him down for no gain. Keeps him in bounds. Clock continues to run.
I'll tell you what, Logan Arnold also a nice job there. He and Petrosky right there on that. That's the play they used earlier where Wilk got lost in the flat. Petrosky and Logan Arnold right there to make the tackle. Clock running, under a minute.
Lawball dropped the snap, throws, it is complete. And they'll say incomplete as it hit the ground. He was looking, I believe, for Robbins. So to bring up 4th down, and it looks like Coach Sheptock will go to the field goal unit with 45.3 seconds left in the half. From where they're at now, Joe, about a 33-yarder.
Groshek has been fairly successful off this unit. You have to block up front. Lawball dropped that ball on the ground, sort of broke the rhythm there when he made the throw. Was a little high.
Did Berwick gain a couple of yards? I thought they were at the 16 on an incomplete pass.
That's what I thought, that it was incomplete, and they're moving the marker back now.
Because I think Coach Sheptock, if that was going to be the spot, he was going to send the offense back out there. He thought it was like a 4th and 4, which it is now correctly. And it's going to be about a 33-yard attempt for Groshek. Remember, the last point after was blocked. And Groshek gets it away. The kick is up, and it is good. 39.9 seconds left in the half. Bulldogs lead at 33-0. And the game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. After record summer sales, we are overstocked with clean local trades at all 18 locations. We need to reduce our inventories before winter and are offering these local trades back to you at huge savings. If you need a clean car, truck, van, or SUV, need 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, now is the time to buy. And on top of all the other offers, we are giving you a $500 gift card with every pre-owned purchase now through October 8th. Shop all 18 locations online at blazealexander.com. Blaze Alexander Family Dealership, where we're taking deals the other guys won't.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Ron Myers Well Drilling, servicing Luzerne County and surrounding areas since 1962. Offering well drilling, water pumps, softeners, filters, water tanks, UV systems, and a variety of other services. Contact Ron Myers today for a free estimate, 570-868-5168.
Welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Week number 8, and the Bulldogs in control here in the opening half, leading 33-0. After Groshek's 33-yard field goal was good, he is back on the field for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
If you're Crestwood here, try to get as much as you can, obviously, on the kickoff as Groshek hits a good one down to about the 2.
And this is Swank again. Swank taking it to the outside. He's up the sideline, and Swank is going to be brought down near the 40. It'll be the best starting field position of the night for Crestwood on the nice return by Garrett Swank.
One of the things when you're covering on the kickoff team, you need to close on the ball pretty quickly. It looked like Berwick never did get there. Swank brought it upfield. He has decent speed. Great field position. The problem right now is the clock, with the 2 timeouts for Crestwood.
Be curious that see if maybe Passman returns, but it does not look like it. It looks like it'll be Fignick Jr.
You know what, Marty? You really hate to take a chance here. You don't want to throw away, give the defense some points with 30 seconds left.
First down carry by Anthony Caparuccio.
Caparuccio, a late flag is down back at the 44 as Caparuccio got out to the 47 for a gain of 7, but a penalty against the Bulldogs. I believe via penalty, the Comets will get a Harry as you pull it first down.
Called a holding penalty away from the ball. Not quite sure what that was all about.
Could be one of those where a defensive lineman would actually grab a offensive lineman to get him out of the way so he doesn't go to the and open up a hole for a linebacker, say?
I don't know. I thought it was a hold on maybe the wide receiver this side on Cleaver, but I don't know. I never could understand officials. I'm not going to try now. Marty Groshek, 33-yard field goal, which was nicely hit. That's a nice weapon to have going into postseason play. 4 plays, 34 yards. Lob on the 28-yard run contributed to that.
Clock running down to 5 seconds. And Figmick Jr. is going to pass. He's going down the sideline and almost intercepted. I believe that might have been Peyton Williams on the coverage for the Bulldogs. And the clock will hit zeros. The score at the half. Berwick 33, Crestwood nothing. And Mike Sosar, he's down on the sideline with Berwick head coach Frank Sheptock.
Thanks, Marty. Coach, you and I had our little chit-chat before the game, talking about last week, the slow start in the first half, and then the offense just taking over with that big comeback, and looks like it carried over in tonight. But not to mention your defense almost having half your points and the offense generating that off 3 interceptions.
Yeah, and I think, our complementary football, I mean, we've talked a lot about that over the last couple of weeks of that, that's sort of our MO a little bit where, we sort of feed off each other. I think we're playing well in all phases, do a nice job of closing out the half where Jared Groshek gets a nice field goal, so I think we're playing well in all 3 phases, and I think that, we are riding the momentum of that second half from last week.
Coach, best of luck in the second half. Thank you. Back upstairs, guys.
Thank you, Mike. We are going to take a break. At the half, it's 33-0 Berwick. Coming up, the Berwick High School homecoming ceremonies for 2018. As part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show, the hometown fans happy with a 33-0 Berwick lead. We'll be back right after this.
Whether you suffer a sports injury or have a chronic orthopedic issue, Coordinated Health has everything you need from start to finish. Our team of highly trained specialists work together with just one goal in mind: to get you back to your life.
You got a disc herniation. We got this.
For orthopedics at the next level, Coordinated Health has you covered.
We got this. We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Coordinated Health. We got this.
Hi, I'm Lonnie from The Wire Guys. We're proud to offer homeowners licensed electricians for jobs big and small.
And I'm Zach. Before we start the work, we give you a price in writing. The Wire Guys are available 365 days a year, 24/7. Our work is done right the first time.
Professional, courteous, licensed electricians. Our guaranteed work is safe, clean, and done right the first time.
The Wire Guys. We welcome you back to Crispin Field in Berwick. It's part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show, and the hometown crowd very pleased on homecoming weekend 2018 with a 33-0 halftime lead for the Berwick Bulldogs. As I mentioned, it is homecoming weekend 2018 at Berwick High School, and as part of the homecoming festivities at the half, we're waiting the announcement of the homecoming court. And it looks like they're ready. We head to the voice of Crispin Field and Mr. Gary Kreischer.
Entertainment for tomorrow's evening ceremony will be Monica O'Farrell, Maria O'Farrell, and Kayla McCrary.
That has been the Berwick High School Homecoming Ceremonies 2018 as part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show. We'll take a break. Coming up, we'll get a look at halftime stats and highlights, all part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show. The Bulldogs leading it at the half, 33-0.
This autumn, you can fall into savings at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get fabulous fall savings during the Jeep Adventure Days. Returning lessees can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited for just $299 a month, or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189, and get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, or online at allamericanjeep.net.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Appliances are right over there, and this is part of our furniture department.
Okay, but I'm looking for a mattress.
Well, you've come to the right place. Grand Central is Northeast Pennsylvania's #1 Sealy mattress dealer. We have Sealy mattress sets from only $199 and Stearns & Foster queen sets from only $45 per month. We also have interest-free financing up to 60 months. And remember, delivery and takeaway are absolutely free.
So we don't have to do anything?
Not if you buy your Sealy mattress at Grand Central.
It looks like I did find the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Grand Central in Hazleton, the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
Welcome back to the All-American Auto Group halftime show from Crispin Field in Berwick, where it is homecoming weekend 2018, and the hometown crowd very happy with a 33-0 lead for the Berwick Bulldogs at the half. We're moments away from getting a look at the All-American Auto Group halftime stats compiled by our very own Jim Burns.
Marty, we're looking at Crestwood, 2 first downs, 15 yards rushing, 4 passing, 19 total yards, 3 turnovers, which helped, obviously, Berwick in their scoring endeavors. 1 penalty, 5 yards. So, offensively, Comets really struggling tonight. They need to find some type of, as I said earlier, a rhythm or consistency. They have Passman and Figment going back and forth at the quarterback position, which is obviously each quarterback has a different tempo, different way to handle the team, so that could be a problem. Berwick, 10 first downs, 161 yards rushing, 60 passing, 221, 4 penalties, 35 yards, which is an improvement over what we've seen in the past. Bulldogs dominating first half.
And that halftime stats brought to you by All-American Auto Group and compiled by Jim Burns. And get a chance to look at the first half highlights. Second possession, the Bulldogs will go 4 plays, 52 yards, and Owen Shoemaker, his first touchdown of the night from 24 yards out, made it 7-0 Berwick. And then Figment Jr. would roll left, throw under pressure, and have it picked off by Tegan Wilk, who would return it 30 yards for the touchdown. Bulldogs would increase their lead 14-0 defensively. And Naquan Smith with the interception after it's 17-0 Bulldogs. After a Groshek field goal from 19 yards out, Smith will return it 44 yards to the 5. And the very next play, Shoemaker, very patiently bouncing it to the outside. His second rushing touchdown made it 24-0 Bulldogs. Then Wabaugh would go 38 yards to Sean Sheptock, all the way down to the 4-yard line. That would set up Shoemaker's third rushing touchdown of the night. Point after was blocked, and it was 30-0 Bulldogs. They would then go on a 4-play, 34-yard drive right before the end of the half. Took a minute off the clock. Big play was a 28-yard run by Wabaugh. Groshek caught the field goal from 33 yards out. And at the half, it's 33-0 Berwick. This has been the All-American Auto Group halftime show. Third quarter action coming up next from Crispin Field. You're watching it live here on WILN.
This autumn, you can fall into savings at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get fabulous fall savings during the Jeep Adventure Days. Returning lessees can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited for just $299 a month, or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, or online at allamericanjeep.net.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi, I'm Greg from The Wire Guys. We're proud to offer homeowners licensed electricians for jobs big and small.
And I'm Zach. Before we start the work, we give you a price in writing. The Wire Guys are available 365 days a year, 24/7. Our work is done right the first time.
Professional, courteous, licensed electricians. Our guaranteed work is safe, clean, and done right the first time.
The Wire Guys.
FunandLC.com is the official source to all the great things to do here and near Luzerne County. Visit our brand new website to find your fun in any PA. And be sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages for weekly listings of the top things to do in our area, along with free giveaways to the area's best events. Download any of our annual guides that will provide you with information on local events, outdoor recreation, arts and entertainment, and family fun and activities. Go to funandlc.com today to start finding your fun in Luzerne County.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field in Berwick. Waiting for both teams to return to the field here for third quarter action, with the Bulldogs leading at the half, 33-0. Got a nice crowd gathering here at Crispin Field for homecoming weekend at Berwick High School.
Already we talked about Crestwood and what they need to do. They're going to receive the kickoff to start the second half, so let's see if they've made any adjustments offensively.
Some individual stats compiled by Jim Burns, Joe. Anthony Caparucio for Crestwood, 4 carries, 14 yards in that opening half. Logan Arnold had 3 carries for 10 yards. Rob Figmick Jr., 1 of 8 passing for 4 yards and 3 interceptions. Chase Passman was 1 of 2 for no yards. Nominski had the reception for 4 yards for Crestwood. For the Bulldogs, Quarterback Ryan Laubaugh, 7 carries, 61 yards. Owen Shoemaker, 8 carries, 47 yards, 3 touchdowns. And unofficially, that puts Shoemaker at 963 yards on the season. Also carrying the football in that opening half was Blake Maurer, 3 carries, 27 yards. Aiden Mason had a carry for 18 yards. Tegan Wilk, 2 carries, 8 yards. Laubaugh passing 5 of 8 for 60 yards. And just get that on film, Coach, and that'll keep teams honest, as Wilk had 3 catches for 24 yards. Sean Sheptock a catch for 38 yards. Berwick only ran 3 more plays in Crestwood, 27-24. Slight time of possession advantage for the Bulldogs, 12-26 to 11-34 for Crestwood. Third down conversions, Berwick 0 for 5, Crestwood 1 for 7, and the Bulldogs on fourth down were 1 for 1. We thank Jim Burns for those individual stats. And
I think the other thing we talked about earlier was field position. Berwick had 0 for 5 on third down conversions, but I mean, their field position was very advantageous in the first half. You know, you start with a short field, 45, 50 yards, as opposed to 75, 80 yards. There's a lot of things come into play. Number one, you have to go 80 yards. Many teams have to go 10, 11, 12 plays, and what are the chances that's going to happen without a fumble, without a penalty, without an interception even, so...
And the other thing, Crestwood finally got their best field position of the night out to their own 40, and it just so happened it came on a kickoff that left them with about 20-plus seconds left in the half and really didn't have time to do anything with that good field position as Fignick Jr. tried for the long pass down the sideline for Dominski as the clock ran out in that opening half.
I think if you're Coach Myers, Crestwood, what you hope for is that your players, number one, continue to play hard. And we've never seen them. I can't ever remember Crestwood not playing hard. Coach Myers, I think, has done a great job with that program. And play hard, try to get the ball up the field. Defensively, they get to the ball, they make tackles. Right now, again, Berwick capitalizing on some big turnovers, and they built a 33-point lead.
Joe, some halftime scores from around the area. For those Berwick fans wondering, Valley View at the half, leading Dallas 19-0. Delaware Valley at the half, leading Williamsport 28-0. And at the half at PNC Field in Moosic, it remains 24-7 Hazelton area in front of the Scranton Knights. And that reminds us that next Friday night, the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 9, takes us to Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium in Wilkes-Barre. For the final time ever, Hazelton area will play Coughlin High School. We'll be on the air next Friday night live at 7. Hazelton area Coughlin, Lehigh Valley Health Network. Game of the Week, week number 9. We're on the air next Friday at 7.
And after that, it'll be the Cougars and the Wolf Pack. I sort of like that, Marty. What do you think?
It's
catchy.
The WB Wolfpack.
Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. Never, when I was at Wilkes starting recruiting, John Joseph was at Coughlin. Mickey Gorm was at Myers. Those were the good old days. We were able to recruit some very decent players out of that area and help turn that program around. But it'll be a different situation starting next year. I understand their underclassmen, the JV team and maybe junior high teams, are already together playing. So
Jarrett Groshik comes on for the Bulldogs. He'll be in the blue going from left to right to start the third.
I did not mention Charlie Fick from GAR, who I should have mentioned also. I didn't mention it because as I get older, it sort of slips back in the corner, and then I got to shake my head a little bit, comes forward.
And as that shook forward for Coach DeMelfi, Groshek on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff to start this third quarter. It's a short kick that bounces down, and it'll be picked up and down at the 25-yard line of Crestwood. That one looked like one of your irons, Joe.
Let's not talk about my golf game. It's not a situation that should be discussed in public. As soon as he went down and had possession of the ball, that was the end of the play.
I know Coach Flanagan always likes to bring your game out into the public.
Coach Flanagan is smiling this year.
Passman back in, tucked it under and ran for a couple of yards.
Passman looking upfield, nothing there. A little bit of a gap opened. He took it up the field for about 2. Again, we saw him sporadically, and there you see it, the fake, nothing there. Rush from the outside, so he was able to pick up a couple of yards on the scramble.
Passman remains out of the shotgun. And they're going to roll offsides. I believe one of the linemen for Berwick jumped.
Yeah, across the neutral zone, as they say, Marty, and so 5-yard mark off. We're looking at a second and about 2 or 3 for Crestwood.
Second and 3 from the 32-yard line.
Nominski in motion to the top of your screen. Passman rolls that way. Throws and into the Crestwood bench, incomplete. Bring up third down and about 3. And Joe, before we get too far along, wanted to send out condolences. Very sad to hear earlier this week. And if you've been in high school sports in this area long enough, somewhere along the line you came across Fred Dutton. Unfortunately, he passed away earlier this week, and we here at WILN Sports just wanted to send condolences to Fred's family on his passing earlier this week. Very sad to hear about Fred's passing, and just want to send all our condolences out to his family.
Met Fred a few times, and as you said, if were in athletics, you would bump into him somewhere, and I second your condolence to the family, Marty. We're looking at a third down here, about 3 after that incompletion.
And we saw this a little bit earlier, some confusion as far as where the ball's to be placed. Coach Myers still has referee Harry Caskey up on the far sideline.
Well, it was an incomplete pass, so wherever it was the last play, which was second down, there are 5 officials. Somebody should be able to mark that.
Now it looks like they have it. So it's 3rd and 3 Comets. Seeley showing blitz. And here he comes. Passman, quick pass, and incomplete. Looking for Swank.
Swank was right at the marker. Passman got the ball up just a little bit. Don't know how much that hand affects what he does. Bulldogs hold. 4th down. Crestwood will look to punt it away on a 4th and 4. Even though you're down 33, and you're not operating at top efficiency offensively, you don't want to try to do something here and again give them a field 30 or 40 yards long.
Swank on for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Gets it away. Nice end over end kick. That takes a Berwick bounce. And it's going to be marked down at the 36. May even move it up a couple of yards. High school football on WYLN brought to you by Harry's Sporting Goods, located at 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Stop by and check out their all-new fall and winter inventory. They also carry a wide selection of brand-name sneakers, a full-service sports store. Open 6 days a week. Give them a call, 570-752-5212. Harry's Sporting Goods, 112 West Front Street in Berwick.
Coach Sheptot talking to his offensive unit as they take the field. They've done a very nice job. That offensive front has blocked well. They've pulled. They've been downfield making blocks. Have had one or two penalties, holding penalties, but overall I think that unit has played well for the Bulldogs tonight.
Now Harry Caskey talking with Labaugh and Shoemaker, and not sure of the delay. He keeps looking over to the Berwick sideline.
Let's go. You want to get to the Penn State game sometime today. For God's sake, let's go, Harry.
Now the whistle puts it in play. Shoemaker loses the football.
One of the things that Shoemaker is going to have to learn, he's a hard runner. He carries people with him. But if you're going to do that and try to make a play, you better wrap that football up because you're going to have a lot of hands in there grabbing at it.
We saw it last week when he was trying for extra yards and Sparky Wilk pulled it out on him.
That was early when Berwick was threatening, and
Bulldogs recover, so it's second down, call 8. This is Maurer. And Maurer is met, dropped for a short gain.
that time Slabinski, who's done a decent job on the pull and block.
Brendan DeMarzo, the sophomore, came up and made the tackle.
He did a great job. DeMarzo played off the block, moved inside, and made the tackle. You have to give him a credit.
Labaugh fakes, he keeps. Now he brings it to the middle of the field, and he appears to have enough for Harry's You Pull It Bulldog first down to the 47.
I'll tell you what, Crestwood had the right idea. They had the dive covered right there. Very haphazard fake in there by the fullback, but Labaugh then turned it up the field. The backside of the defense has to get there, Marty, or he's going to pick up yardage, which he did.
Mentioned Berwick in the opening half was 0 for 3 on third down. That was their first conversion on third down in the ball game. And Labaugh keeps. And he is going to be stacked up. Frisbee and Dominski bring him down for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Dogs.
Brandon Dominski again coming up big.
I want to remind you, coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe Lyle selecting Arc Electric, the Wire Guys, player of the game. So we invite you to stay tuned for that coming up at the end of tonight's ball game.
Second and 10, tight formation.
Shoemaker bounces off one tackle, gets away from a second. He's got a first down and more. Shoemaker cuts it back. He's going all the way for the Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. Berwick touchdown, his 4th of the night.
He danced right, he danced left, he got outside, broke a tackle, then up the field. Owen Shoemaker with the touchdown.
Shoemaker now 10 carries, 102 yards to go with those 4 touchdowns. Unofficially puts him over 1,000 yards for the season. Congratulations, though, and Shoemaker. Groshek on for the point after. Some penetration up front, and Force is going to be thrown down. Ball still loose. Somewhere the timing was thrown off. I don't know if it was Berwick or... There's no penalty flag, so it looks like it was okay on the coverage side of it for Crestwood. So 8:02 left in the third. It's now 39-0 Bulldogs. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Fast, consistent internet speeds. TV your way. And reliable phone service. All from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. We apologize. We were well into our commercial break. A flag was thrown. They determined Crestwood was offsides. So Groshek is going to retry the kick. And the kick is up and good. So 8:02. We'll keep it here. But now it is 40-0 with 8:02 left in the third.
Again, the Bulldog defense doing a great job. Turns the ball over to the offense, and Shoemaker makes a dancing run for the touchdown. I'm going to have to be honest with you. The officials, the crew is maybe the first time they've worked together, but there's a little uncertainty, it seems, and we had another flag there, offsides, but it was declined.
So it'll be brought back for Groshek to kick the Marbush Automotive kickoff, and now you're to a point for Coach Sheptock. It may be time to look to get some of those younger players in, because you got a big showdown here next Friday night when Coach Manello and those Mountaineers, who may, if things stay the same, be trying to rebound from their first losses. They were trailing at last check 19-0 to Valley View, in which it becomes a very big game seeding-wise in the District 4A formation.
I have to be honest with you. Every team that Coach Manello is involved with is a tough football team. They're usually hard-nosed. They'll get up the field and they'll get after you. And I know Coach Sheptock will be talking to his players all week, but they're usually, Coach Manello's teams are well schooled in fundamentals, and they're going to be, as you said, if coming off a loss, they'll be ornery.
So it looks like they gave Berwick 5 extra yards to kick off with that offsides. A pooch kick bouncing around, picked up by Crestwood. I believe that was Kulak that picked it up and then was hit immediately. The Comets will get it at their own 33, trailing 40-0. Locally owned and operated, the Medicine Shop at the corner of 9th and Pine Streets in Berwick offers weekly pill packs, auto refills, and diabetic shoes as part of the true healthcare experience. And they are proud to support the Berwick Bulldogs.
I'll tell you what, Marty, Colin Hill, Aiden Mason doing a nice job on the kickoff coverage. We're going to have a continuing clock at this point, except for timeouts or injuries, because of the 35-point deficit.
Passman got it to Dominski. He breaks one tackle and he is knocked out of bounds, out across the 40 to about the 41. Give him a gain of 8 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and short for the Comets. Attorney Tom Moskin, Moskin Law, located in Kingston, serving your legal needs for 28 years. You can reach Attorney Moskin at 570-288-2917.
That's the kind of play you're looking for if you're Crestwood. Haven't had much success. Shoemaker, 53-yard run, touchdown. Groshek, the kick, good. 5 plays, 66 yards. Bulldogs up by 40.
Passman's pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Petrosky. Tegan Wilk knocked it out of his hands.
Tegan Wilk has done a great job, has great instinct to the ball, can break on it very quickly, and he did there, forcing the 3rd down.
And I'll tell you what, he's that true center fielder back there for Coach Sheptock. And to be that way, you've got to have some good speed, which Tegan Wilk has as well.
He does have good speed. Tegan Wilk, if he has a weakness, he wants to jump the pass. And sometimes he'll get caught upfield, and people will get behind him. But overall, I think he's a very, very good defensive back.
Passman keeps, has the ball in his left hand. It's bandaged up. And he is going to be brought down at the 44, but it's good enough for a Crestwood. Harry's, you pull it 1st down.
Passman did a nice job running out of 2 tackles before being brought down by Wilk. So Crestwood shows a little spark offensively. Passman doing a nice job. As we said, not sure how much that left hand hinders him from operating as the quarterback. He's a right-handed thrower.
Well, I think the one thing, he really can't go under center.
No, it has to be from a pistol or shotgun type formation. You're right, Marty.
Because the way it looks, maybe the only finger exposed might be his index finger as they give it to Swank. And Mason Lawball brings Swank down as he gets out across the 45 to the 47 for a gain of about 3 on 1st down, making it 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you what, we've seen Crestwood run that inside type counter, inside type reverse a lot over the years, and they've been very successful with it.
Dominski in motion to the top of your screen. Passman rolls that way, looking, throws downfield, and off the hands of Petrosky, incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. Mentioned Berwick will be home next week against Dallas. Crestwood returns home to take on the Patriots of Pittston area next Friday. The Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week sends us to Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. Coughlin will be home for the last time ever to host Hazelton area. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 7. Hazelton area, Coughlin. The Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 9, next Friday night here on WILN.
Passman, great job getting in the corner and threw a nice ball. Had a little speed on it, couldn't be handled. Here, he gets some pressure as he tries to get to the corner.
Joe Lynn with the sack brings him down all the way back inside the 30 to the 33.
Loss of 12 on the play.
Oh, I apologize, Joe. You're Antonio Barada, not 84, not 44.
I'll tell you what, Coach talked about Barada getting better as the year goes on, and he did a nice job there, preventing Passman from getting to the corner and finally sacking him.
And Barada essentially in Laba's spot defensively as the BLB Auto Sales punt goes out of bounds. It'll be marked at the Berwick 25-yard line. So they'll take over with 3:16 left, leading 40-0. Coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select an Arc Electric The Wire Guys player of the game.
Yeah, Berwick has had good performances, both sides of the ball. So you and I will have a tough decision to make.
And as we've done in the past, Owen Shoemaker was our Arc Electric, the Wire Guys player of the game last week, so we like to spread the wealth. So even though Owen's unofficially gone over the 1,000-yard mark for the season at 4 touchdowns tonight, we're going to try to spread the wealth and select somebody else. So in case people think we've totally lost our minds, which we probably have, but Owen Shoemaker will not be our player of the game tonight. And busting through is Aiden Mason. And Mason will be hauled down in Crestwood territory by Naminsky. Near the 40. Good for Harry's, you pull it. Bulldog first down.
I'll tell you what, Aiden Mason can get up the field very quickly. Freshman, he's 5'10", he's about 180, 185. Don't know if that's still the weight he's carrying. It's deep into the season, but he definitely can get it up the field.
And now in at quarterback, sophomore Peyton Williams takes over. And Mason will get it again, and this time the white defenders of Crestwood bring him down for no gain.
Yeah, they had some penetration there, which helped. Petrotsko was up the field along with several of his friends as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter.
Sharkuski on the end of the round gets it. He's down the sideline. And he is going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 20. Not before he picks up a Harry's. You pull it. Bulldog first down.
First down.
Good ball handling by Williams. Sharkuski going right to left out of that receiver position. Picks up good yardage.
And with the 1st and 10 at the 15, the Bulldogs again in the Grand Central red zone.
Peyton Williams, a sophomore, as the clock goes under a minute. Play clock at 15, and I think that's what they're waiting for, as Coach Sheptock is telling his offensive unit to use some time as they get ready to go. Clock at 6, play clock.
Down to 1, just getting it off. Williams keeps. Williams straight up the middle, and he's in for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Berwick touchdown.
Peyton Williams making the fake left, comes back right up the field again. Offensive line doing a nice job, but Peyton Williams doing a nice job getting it into the end zone.
Second rushing touchdown of the season for Peyton Williams.
Watch the wire.
Groshik on for the point after. Kick is up and good. 28 seconds left in the third. The Bulldogs lead it 47-0.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. After record summer sales, we are overstocked with clean local trades at all 18 locations. We need to reduce our inventories before winter and are offering these local trades back to you at huge savings. If you need a clean car, truck, van, or SUV, need four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, now is the time to buy. And on top of all the other offers, we are giving you a $500 gift card with every pre-owned purchase now through October 8th. Shop all 18 locations online at blazealexander.com. Blaze Alexander Family Dealership, where we're taking deals the other guys won't.
Ron Myers Well Drilling, servicing Luzerne County and surrounding areas since 1962. Offering well drilling, water pumps, softeners, filters, water tanks, UV systems, and a variety of other services. Contact Ron Myers today for a free estimate. 570-868-5168.
Wilkes Tree Farm in Sugarloaf has been providing the area with the highest quality trees for over 20 years, with a wide variety of shade and evergreen trees, wholesale, retail, and choose and cut options. Call them at 570-401-8267.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 8. And it has belonged from start to finish to the Berwick Bulldogs, leading at 47-0 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Jared Groshek found his tee. He trots out on the field and gets ready for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Last touchdown, Bulldogs, Peyton Williams, 15-yard run. Groshek with the kick. 47-0, 4 plays, 75 yards. Sharkuski with a big run. Peyton Williams finishes it off.
Over the Dallas Cavaliers.
Hey, yo, Bob,
Swank will take it from his 9. He's across the 20. Up the far sideline, and he is pushed out of bounds across the 40 to about the 34-yard line. I believe that was Montez down on special teams that knocked him out of bounds.
Special team-wise, the only real mistake tonight was the blocked extra point earlier in the ball game, as we're looking at the clock winding down here in the third quarter.
Realistically, Coach Myers doesn't have to rush another play before the end of the third, and it looks like that's what the Comet offense will do. Clock's going to wind down and head to zeros through 3 quarters. Berwick 47 on homecoming weekend 2018. Crestwood nothing. Fourth quarter action up next in the game, brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. After record summer sales, we are overstocked with clean local trades at all 18 locations. We need to reduce our inventories before winter and are offering these local trades back to you at huge savings. If you need a clean car, truck, van, or SUV, need four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, now is the time to buy. And on top of all the other offers, we are giving you a $500 gift card with every pre-owned purchase now through October 8th. Shop all 18 locations online at blazealexander.com. Blaze Alexander Family Dealership, where we're taking deals the other guys won't.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 8, start of the fourth quarter. And Logan Arnold on first down with a gain of 5 to the 40.
See a lot of younger players now in the ball game, Marty, both sides of the ball, as Comets down.
And they've reinserted Rob Figmick Jr. at quarterback. It's going to be a toss. Caparucio in the open field. He's going to be brought down inside the 40 to the 38 as he picks up a Harry's You Pull It. Crestwood first down. Colin Hill on the tackle.
Caparucio does a nice job finding the crease there, was able to get it down the field before he was tackled by Colin Hill.
Caparucio straight up the middle. He's got a first down and more. And he's going to be just tripped up inside the 25. But not before he picks up another Harry's You Pull It first down.
Again, nice job by the Crestwood offensive line.
I believe that was Sharkuski that made that tackle on the S.J. Kowalski replay. First and 10 from the 25 of Berwick. This one to the right side for Caparucio, and he runs over a defender as he dives inside the 15. Very close to another first down. Looks like they'll say he's short. But Crestwood for the first time tonight in the Grand Central Red Zone with a second and short.
Moving the football as Caparucio comes up big here.
And Caparucio has the Harry's You Pull It first down. Brandon Spezzoletti on the tackle, the sophomore for the Bulldogs. But not before a Harry's You Pull It first down.
Spezzoletti does a nice job getting off the block to get to the ball. I know his grandfather, he couldn't do that. There's no way.
Way to endear yourself to the great residents.
Well, I know some of these guys, relatives, so.
It's going to be a toss play to Caparucio. He's trying to get to the outside, dives forward. He's going to be marked down inside the 5 to about the 4.
Caparucio, left side carry. Picked up an 8 yards on the play.
We mentioned when we saw Crestwood about a month ago, Caparucio was one of those that stood out for us offensively for Crestwood.
And he's only a junior, so obviously somebody
once it gets to 30,
look forward to using again next year.
Only for timeout and injury. So, look at we're half one.
And it's Caparucio straight up the middle. And the Berwick defense stiffens right at the goal line, keeping him out of the end zone.
What you like to see from your defense there is stiffen at the goal line. They did a nice job as Crestwood looked to take it in for the score.
The Caparucio did pick up a Harry's You Pull It first down. It's first and goal at the 1. Caparucio lowers the shoulder. He's in for a 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria touchdown. Comets on the board.
Touchdown.
Anthony Caparucio with the touchdown run left side to cap that drive for the Comets.
5th rushing touchdown to lead the Comets for Caparucio. And for nothing else but for confidence purposes, Joe, a big scoring drive for the Comets.
You know what? If you look at that, you say to yourself, they were able to move the football, get it down the field. I mean, there are things you look for now. Playoffs down the road. Also next year, obviously, Caparucio being only a junior.
Swank's kick is up and good. 7:38 left in the ball game. It's 47-7 Bulldogs, and a game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Take those old records off the shelf and start playing some old-time rock and roll. The Wiltsey Center presents Hollywood Nights, the band of Bob Seger Experience. Saturday, October 20th at 7:30 at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton. Get your tickets now, $25 in advance, $30 at the door. For more information, call 570-455-5863. Hollywood Nights, October 20th at the Wiltsey Center in Hazleton. The Penn State alumni representing 4 Northeast regional campuses will be offering a night of Penn State jazz at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center, 700 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton on Sunday, October 21st. This concert features Penn State's Center Dimensions Jazz Ensemble, and it will begin at 7:30. For more information and a registration form, visit the website on the screen now or call 570-450-3560.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Week number 8, Crestwood gets on the board with a scoring drive here in the 4th. They trail 47-7 as they get set for their home finale next Friday against Pittston area. Bulldogs will welcome the Dallas Mountaineers here next Friday night in what will probably be a big showdown in 4A in District 2.
Well, it will be a showdown for the seeding, Marty, in the tournament for District 2.
And if things stay the same, both teams will be coming in at 7-1 as Dallas trailing tonight to Valley View. As Swank on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Back deep is Sharkuski for the Bulldogs. But Berwick in the onside prevent, not exactly trusting Crestwood, and one of the upmen takes it and downs it at his own 29. Look like Stas Hughes, number 22, a sophomore. And a final score from PNC Field in Music. The Cougars back on the winning track, defeat Scranton by a score of 24-7.
Coach Brandon brought them and brings them back. They bounce back for the win. We will see them next week with Coughlin, and we're going to have Crestwood again, too. Last game of the year, as they will visit, I believe, the Cougars.
And you are correct. We will see Crestwood again in 2 weeks. A final from Dallas. Valley View remains undefeated, 33-0 with their victory over Dallas.
Again, very good football team. Whoever plays them in the playoffs going to have to be ready. Marty, Crestwood's touchdown. Caparucio, 1-yard run, left side. Swank with the kick, 8 plays, 65 yards. Caparucio had 7 rushes, 60 yards during that drive.
And another big score from 6A. Delaware Valley defeated Williamsport 41-0. And we'll see how that shakes out the seedings in 6A with 2 weeks remaining. As I know Coach Brennan hoping to get a home game, and you get to hear from Coach Brennan starting this Wednesday at 7. Sports Talk here on WYLN, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Coach Brennan this week will be talking about the big victory at PNC Field over Scranton. A look ahead to the final game ever against Coughlin High School, and a guest from the Cougar football team. All coming up this week. Sports Talk beginning this Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN.
Again, we're at the point where the Bulldogs, Peyton Williams, using the clock as we have a whistle.
And actually pointed to Crestwood. I think he meant to Berwick that this penalty was against the Bulldogs. Illegal procedure. Brings it back to the 25-yard line.
Didn't see a flag, but I heard the whistle as the Bulldogs line up on that 3rd down situation.
Sharkuski gets it, and he's up the sideline. Sharkuski has a first down more. Breakaway speed from Alex Sharkuski. Touchdown, Berwick. A 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Touchdown for Sharkuski.
He got to the corner when he turned up. Nobody there. He was able to just take it The rest of the way, nobody in front of him. Sharkuski shows some speed to the corner to post Berwick's 53rd point.
Groshek on for the point after. Kick is up and good. We'll keep it here with 5:49 left in the ballgame. And the Bulldogs in front 54-7 over Crestwood. The S.J. Kowalski replay, that last touchdown.
Here you see Sharkuski taking that turn, a couple missed tackles, and then he just outruns the last defender for the touchdown.
We'd like to remind you and thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal tonight, as they have all season long and for so many seasons at WYLN Sports. The Third Base Luncheonette, located just off of 9th Street next to the old Hazelton High School, affectionately known as the Castle. Many thanks for years of support to WYLN Sports, to the Third Base Luncheonette.
Marty, last touchdown, Sharkuski, 75-yard run. Groshek with the kick, 3 plays, 73 yards, a minute 49. Bulldogs up 54-7. Next order of business, the Dallas Mountaineers here at Crispin Field next week, fighting for the second seed, I guess, in the tournament. Both teams will be 7-1, the Bulldogs and the Dallas.
Unless Valley View would slip up in their last 2 games, you would think that it would be for the number 2 seed for that 4A tournament.
Exactly. And again, Coach Juanes keeps Valley View on schedule, and they are playing well right now.
Number 13, Misael Hernandez, the senior, on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. End-over-end kick taken at the 11 by Swank. Swank is across the 20, taking it to the far sideline. He is across the 30. Swank up the sideline, into Berwick territory. Cuts it back. And Swank is gonna go. 89-yard kickoff return for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown for the Crestwood Comets.
Swank, and he's shown some speed tonight. Takes it down the left side. Bulldogs coming down, not getting to the football. Swank takes it the distance.
And Swank doesn't get a lot of chance to catch his breath. Here's the kicking tee. Go put it through the uprights.
He only has to go about 3 or 4 yards there.
The hold is down. The kick is up and off to the left. No good. We'll keep it here as Garrett Swank goes 89 yards on the S.J. Kowalski replay.
Here you see it. He takes it on the right hash, goes left. You're going to see him get to the sideline. Great blocks on the sideline by his Comet teammates, and he turns it back to the goal line.
That last one on the sidelines by Naminsky really set him free to cut it back and head up the middle of the field for the touchdown. Once again, that replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. 5:32 left, 54-13. Berwick in front on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. And do you think Coach Layton, former Mayor Layton, could bring back the Mayor's Cup for this matchup between Manello and Sheptock one more time?
Oh, they met before. Coach Manello, and I've coached against him also, was at Kings when they started football program in the early 90s, I believe. Marty, you were there. And
Coach Manello liked the wishbone back then.
Yes, he did. And I'll tell you what, it's I don't know if I'd want to run it when it's third down and long, but it's a system-type offense that, now he's changed. Dallas this year has put the ball in the air a lot. Well, I would say a lot. They put it up. And at that time, he was a wishbone person. Coached against him for a couple of years, and then Coach Sheptock took over, and he coached against Coach Manello for several years.
Swank with the Barbush Automotive kickoff and kicks it out of bounds. And I would think Coach Sheptock will just take the football. And you know, one of the things, especially when you're in the high school game, a lot of times you can't force your system on your program. You have to go with what you have and adjust to the talent you have, and it's a credit to Coach Manello. He's done that so far this year.
I think you're right, Marty. I think that you look at what you do and you say, okay, and that's why a lot of people believe the best coaches are at the high school level, because they have to adopt or adapt almost. Now, maybe if you get a 3-year class that's pretty good, then you could do and build on what your offense and defense will run. But if you don't, if there's constant change, then you have to sort of play with your offense and defense, see what works because of the people you have. So, again, that's a lot of people think that the high school coaches, and I'm one of them, are some of the best coaches in the country because of that situation. Left side, but nothing there as the Bulldogs now, with under 5 minutes, looking at their 7th win of the season with
credit Matt Dean with that nice tackle for no gain.
Dallas coming in, as I mentioned before, next week.
Coordinated Health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience together, one patient at a time. Toss to Betts. Betts trying to get to the outside. He's got running room. Jacob Betts. 1-9 to beat. He's going to go. Touchdown, Berwick, a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Touchdown for senior Jacob Betts.
Goes to the right side again, just like Sharkuski on the left side. Finds a little bit of an alley with decent blocking. Turns it up. Decent speed to get into the end zone, and the Bulldogs put up 60.
And what a night to remember if you're Jacob Betts, member of the homecoming court at halftime, was introduced. They'll introduce the homecoming king and queen tomorrow night at their homecoming dance, but Jacob Betts part of the homecoming court and then gets a big touchdown run here in the fourth quarter.
Being greeted by his teammates as he...
Hernandez kick is up and good. We keep it here with 4:18 remaining, and now 61-13 Bulldogs.
And here you see Betts. There, right there, he took that crease. You have to take a shot there if you're on defense. Can't expect to run with them and then tackle late. You have to go after him. Betts ran away from the last defender with the score.
We're going home. We don't know about you guys.
Awaiting the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
I know one guy that's busy tonight. Our stat guy. Keeping him busy.
Numbers just piling up and down the field. As Misiel Hernandez, the senior, wearing number 13, he's on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Last touchdown, Berwick. Betts, 65-yard run, right side. Hernandez with the kick. 2 plays, 65 yards. That's what you call a quick strike with the ball on the ground.
Squibbing kick from Hernandez. Taken by Caparucio. Caparucio is going to be brought down out to the Crestwood 46-yard line. So the Comets will take over 1st and 10.
First and 10. Waiting to spot the ball.
It looks like Crestwood bringing on some new players.
Both teams, Marty, with a lot of younger players in the game at this point.
They'll remain with Figmick Jr. at quarterback. Toss play, that'll be pushed back for a loss of about 2. I believe that it was Zach Baranowski for the Comets. It looks like they officially say a loss of 1 to the 44.
Berwick running well. Hughes, the linebacker, getting over there, a sophomore, getting some playing time. We talk about how much experience for younger players getting on the field as the clock is at 2:57. Off tackle left side.
Ryan Miller with the carry. A gain of 5 to the 49. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the Crestwood 49.
Jake Lanning, last play in on the tackle, as we have a 3rd down coming up. Pitch to left side.
And back to Baranowski, and he leans forward and has a Harry's You Pull It 1st down. In on the play, Jordan Young, a sophomore for the Bulldogs, wearing number 73. Jordan 6'1", 226 pounds. So new set of downs at the Berwick 44 for Crestwood. Toss play this time to the right side, and it's Miller. Miller tried to find some running room in the middle. Got maybe 2 on the play.
Miller tried to take it back to the middle of the field, but Berwick defensively did a nice job getting there. We're looking at maybe the last play of the game. We're very close to it as the Comets line up in the I formation.
Toss play, Baranowski, and Baranowski will get to the 41. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Crestwood as we are under a minute remaining in the 4th. See when they start the play clock if Crestwood will have to get off one more play before the end of the ball game. And Crestwood will have to get off one more play with a 3rd down and 7. And it'll be Miller. And Miller gets inside the 40 to the 38. That should be the last play of the game, as Berwick will win their second in a row and go to 7-1 and get ready to face the 7-1 Mountaineers of Dallas right here next Friday night. Crestwood goes to 2-6. They'll head home for their home finale against the Patriots of Pittston area. Also next Friday.
As we have coaches meeting the middle of the field as well as the teams. Marty Berwick coming out early tonight in the first half, looked very good offensively. Last week they struggled a little offensively, but overall the Bulldogs with a nice performance.
And we'll see what their head coach thinks. Mike Sosa on the field with winning head coach Frank Sheptock.
Thanks, guys. Coach, we talked a little bit about the defensive effort as it evened out, as you said, in the first half. But you can't help mention Owen's 4-touchdown performance. Over 100 yards tonight, over 1,000 for the season.
Yeah, I think it's very indicative of the way he's worked in the offseason. He's an outstanding player. Worked very hard, and you see that come through on the field. I mean, he finishes his plays. He makes a lot of yards after contact. He's a great back for our offense. He's really been a pleasure to coach because he's responded extremely well. And in all big games, as we lean on him more and more, you see him make big plays. He's a heck of a player.
Coach, Valley View knocks off Dallas this evening. Sets it up 7-1 versus 7-1 next week. Another big game. Almost a playoff atmosphere here at Crispin again.
And no doubt about it. We're going to enjoy this one first, though. I mean, obviously it's been a long, 5-week run, and obviously preparing for this one. So you got to enjoy them while you can. I mean, we know Dallas will be a great opponent. It's going to be a real difficult game and real physical game. But we're going to enjoy this one for a couple hours and then worry about that one tomorrow.
Coach, best of luck the rest of the season. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
Guys, we head to Wilkes-Barre one last time. Hazelton and Coughlin before they become the Wolfpack. Back upstairs.
And Coach Sheptock going to enjoy this 61-13 victory on homecoming weekend 2018. And he talked about it. Owen Shoemaker, he's enjoyed the way that young man has progressed, become a key point of this offense, and unofficially, according to our numbers, went over the 1,000-yard plateau for the season with his game tonight.
Marty, excuse me, but obviously if you go over 1,000, you have to be doing something right. Shoemaker has done a nice job this year. I think the emergence of Lawball being able to throw the ball down the field is going to help Shoemaker even more as they go through this year.
And it's got to happen that, they got away with it last week, not having any kind of passing game, and was able to come away with the victory. But they're going to be in a very tough 4A classification come district playoff time. They've got to show that they need to be able to throw the football. If they are, that makes that offense very more formidable to play because you just can't load up on Owen Shoemaker.
Exactly right. You try to be, if you're one-dimensional, it's really difficult offensively. You have to try to get it up the field. But I think, as I said, Lawball seems to add a little bit, getting it down the field, throwing the ball, and be interesting to see what the Bulldogs come up with here in the last couple of games.
Bulldogs, 445 of their 505 yards of offense came on the ground. Shoemaker, 10 carries, 102 yards, 4 touchdowns. Sharkuski, 2 carries, 100 yards even, and a touchdown. And Jacob Betts, we mentioned, was part of the homecoming court. He also had a 65-yard touchdown in that fourth quarter. And it's now time for the Arc Electric, the Wire Guys, player of the game. We went with quarterback Ryan Lawbaugh of the Berwick Bulldogs.
Did a nice job, got the ball down the field a couple of times with the pass. There you see Sheptock with the catch. Also Lawbaugh running the offense, turning up right there with a good block on the corner. Berwick's offensive line, I thought, had a decent game tonight. Opened some things up for the running backs. There you see Ryan Lawbaugh.
Ryan Laba, our Arc Electric, the Wire guy, is player of the game. And as we mentioned, Owen Shoemaker was our player of the game last week, so we spread the wealth a little bit. Laba, 71 yards rushing, 60 through the air, as Berwick wins their second in a row and gets ready. Maybe in a few hours, according to Coach Sheptock, for the Dallas Mountaineers, who will be here at Crispin Field next Friday night. Crestwood, their home finale against Pittston area. For a long night from Crispin Field during homecoming weekend 2018, the Berwick Bulldogs come out with the victory. For our director, Barry J.S., for stats by Jim Burns, for Mike Sosar, the coach, Joe DeMelfi, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score, Berwick 61, Crestwood 13. Join us next Friday night from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. For the last time, Hazelton area, Coughlin, meet on the gridiron. We'll be on the air from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium next Friday night, live at 7. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Good night from Berwick.
Monterey City's choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Helping your dollars go further every day.